more news stories for you. Firstly, viewers, Ukraine today made a false claim that Russia-backed separatists shelled a kindergarten school in Donbas region. The claim has been debunked. It is a false claim. We have some pictures for you showing that the claim is false. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian PM Abiy is in Brussels, Belgium. Today he held a meeting with the Prime Minister of Slovenia. Delegation level talks were held. PM Abiy is in Brussels and Tigrayans are planning a huge demonstration in Brussels today. Thirdly, viewers, Temerat Negera, Ethiopian journalist in prison for more than 3 months, was taken to a court today. What happened there? And lastly, Ethiopian government today once again spoke about delisting of Tigray People Liberation Front from the list of banned terrorist organizations. Dina Mufti, Ethiopian foreign ministry spokesperson, today talked about that. What did he say? Is Ethiopian government going to remove TPLF and OLA from the list of banned entities? Is it considering? Is somebody putting pressure upon Ethiopian government? He talked about this thing in detail. Firstly, was Ukraine-Russia tensions. We know that the EU, the US, the NATO accuse Russia of planning an invasion of Ukraine. They say Russia is behind this escalation of tensions. Russia is all set to attack Ukraine. But today, Ukraine staged a drama. It made a false claim that Russia-backed separatists shelled a kindergarten school in Donbas region. Is Ukraine planning an attack on Luhansk and Donetsk? Does Ukraine want to provoke Russia? What happened today? Ukraine today claimed that Russia-backed separatists shelled a kindergarten school in Stantsiya Luhanska village. Some pictures and videos were released from this village showing the damage suffered by the school because of the shelling from Luhansk and Donetsk side. The pictures have been analyzed. The pictures indicate that the school was not shelled, rather this entire story was made up. Have a look at this picture. The pictures show the damage suffered by a kindergarten school in Stantsiya Luhanska village. You can see a hole in the wall. Ukrainian news sources say that a shell penetrated this wall. The shell was fired from Russia-backed separatists. But you can see that on top of this hole, window glass is unbroken. It's intact. How can this glass, window glass, remain intact if there was shelling on the school, if the shell penetrated the wall? Secondly, if you look at the interior of this school building, you'll see that neatly arranged soccer balls can be seen on a shelf. So how can these soccer balls remain there on the shelf if a shell penetrated the wall? So definitely, it seems that this is a false claim made by Ukraine today that Russia-backed separatists shelled this school. Most experts are criticizing Ukraine that why is Ukraine trying to stage a drama? Even a child can analyze these pictures and say that this hole is man-made hole. It was not a result of shelling on this school. Is Ukraine planning an attack on Luhansk and Donetsk? We know that Ukraine has been planning to take back these areas for years. Ukraine bought Turkish TB2 drones a few months ago. We don't know so far. Russia says that it is monitoring the situation very closely, and Ukraine is trying to provoke Russia. After this incident, there was exchange of firing, there was exchange of artillery strikes between Ukrainian forces and Russia-backed separatists in Luhansk and Donetsk. Russia further says that Ukraine is planning an attack on DPR, Donetsk People Republic, from sea. So there could be some serious escalation in coming hours. We'll keep you updated. Secondly, PM Abiy, Ethiopian Prime Minister, is in Brussels, Belgium, we know, where a mass demonstration is being planned by Tigrayans and some Eritreans too. We'll update you once this demonstration starts. PM Abiy there held a meeting with the Prime Minister of Slovenia. Janis Jansa is the name of the Prime Minister of Slovenia. PM Abiy, with his delegation, held a meeting with the Prime Minister. He is meeting other EU leaders as well. Yesterday, we saw his pictures with EU President Charles Michel. We'll update you once the protest starts in Brussels, Belgium. Thirdly, viewers, Temerat Negera, an Ethiopian journalist, has been in prison for more than 3 months, was taken to a court today. The government is not planning to release him because police requested a 14-day remand of Temerat Negera today, but the judge granted 7-day remand. So Temerat Negera will now be taken to court on the 24th of February. Temerat Negera is not being released. Other journalists like Maiza Muhammad and Temerat Negera, they were arrested at the same time, I think, in the same week. Maiza Muhammad has been released, but Temerat Negera is still in prison. Other journalists like Ermias Tesfaye, Samson Michael, and several others, they have been released. But Temerat Negera is not being released. He was very critical of Eritrea. He was very critical of Oromo ruling Prosperity Party. Police is not releasing him. Police wants his custody for investigation. That is why the judge granted 7-day physical custody of Temerat Negera to police. Let's see what happens on the 24th of February. Lastly, viewers, once again, Ethiopian government has made it clear that it will not remove Tigray People Liberation Fund from the list of terrorist organizations. Dina Mufti, Ethiopian foreign spokesperson, today held a weekly press briefing of the foreign ministry. In the press briefing, he clearly said, banned terrorist organizations will not be part of national dialogue, and Ethiopian government will not delist TPLF. He acknowledged that international community, some sections of the society, they are putting pressure upon Ethiopian government. They want TPLF to be removed from the list of banned outfits, but Ethiopian government is considering no proposal of removing TPLF and OLA from the list of terrorist organizations. So, if you remember, just a few days ago, EU's envoy to the Horn of Africa, Annette Weber, visited Ethiopia. And after that, she said she was very hopeful that there was possibility of the removal of TPLF from the list of banned outfits. But you see, now We have official position of Ethiopian government. The government does not want to remove TPLF from this list. The government wants to hold talks indirectly and secretly. Indirect talks are underway. We know Tigray government officially confirmed indirect talks with Ethiopian government. Ethiopian federal government led by PM Abiy cannot afford to start direct talks because there would be reaction against PM Abiy's government in Amhara and Afar regions. If government announces to start open talks with TPLF, if government removes TPLF from the list of banned outfits. That is why the government will continue indirect talks and talks in secret, and once there is some sort of tangible development, it might try to take Amhara Afar leaders into confidence. So far, TPLF OLA will remain on the list of banned terrorist outfits. Thanks for watching.